Good day, fellow Jersey Nerds, and welcome to episode 93 of the Jersey Nerds podcast. I'm your sick host, Ryan, but I'm going to power through it for episode 93 here. We're going to be talking about the Colorado Eagles of the AHL coming out with an Avalanche third jersey, plus also the Anaheim Ducks orange third jersey has returned, so we're going to take a look at that as well. We're going to play a game which I would love to give you the name of, but even my co-hosts don't know the name of the game because they're going to be the ones who are playing it. So if I told you it, they would know, and then they could do the appropriate research, which would take all the fun out of the game. So we're gonna play the game after we look at the Colorado and Anaheim jerseys, and of course we have fake or authentic and throwback throwdown. And I did mention those co-hosts. Joining me this week are Bpoe and Sean. Bpoe, what's going on?
Why don't you check your Twitter notifications, Ryan?
Twitter notifications. Just recording a podcast, Ryan. How about you? Well, that's a new delivery. Thank you, Bpoe. I always appreciate that. We are social media savvy here on the podcast.
Check it out at Jersey Nerds Pod on Twitter, right?
You know what? I might as well retweet that, and then people who are living their life right now are going to wonder, why the hell is he retweeting that? And I'll throw a like on it.
And then they're going to listen and be like, there we go. That explains it.
I remember when that happened.
I saw that.
Also joining us this week is Sean. Sean, what's going on?
I'm also recording a podcast, Ryan. As you'll know, and Bpoe won't know because they don't have Tim Hortons down there, hockey cards are back.
Tim Hortons hockey card.
Actually, I did know that, Sean, because you posted on your Instagram story today.
Yeah,
Sean, you can make.
What are you going to say to that, Sean?
I said I needed to flex the clout.
You could make a lot of money, Sean.
You know what, guys? I got an idea. We should just record the entire podcast through Twitter instead. We should just keep tweeting
Twitter,
each other.
Because that's what people want to do. They want to read an abridged novel.
Are you guys?
This year,
your hockey card
thing is rounded edge red cards.
Okay.
So
who's on them?
Well, they're like the normal cards, but the background
hockey players,
red.
Ryan.
Yeah. Like, you know how the normal cards, everybody knows what hockey cards look like. These ones have the background is all red and shiny as opposed to being regular colored and shiny, and the corners are rounded.
What a treat! Is
right?
it like third line plugs on these cards?
No, I got Patrice Bergeron and Carter Hart.
Did you happen to get a card of noted defenseman Nick Robertson?
No, so far I've got Duncan Keith, Sean Couturier, Sam Reinhart, Austin Matthews, Andreas Anesthetics.
Does the Austin Matthews? 1 second, Sean. Does the Austin Matthews card come with his pants on or off?
His pants are indeed on this card, but on the
did you get a Mitch Marner card?
I did not get a Mitch Marner card, but I do know from
I was going to ask if. Wait, sorry. Go ahead.
The Artemi Panarin card that came out. He is still a Blue Jacket.
They couldn't wait. They had to print them.
Well, last year they were releasing like Pacioretty was still on the Habs, Carlson was still on the Sens, Tavares was still on the Islanders. Like they had to have made these in May.
Phil Kessel is still probably on the Penguins.
Phil Kessel is still probably on the Penguins if he even has a card.
I was going to ask, though, if the Mitch Marner card came with the $10.893 million.
No, but the Austin Matthews card, the game day action card, he is also wearing pants in this card. So maybe the odds of the pantsless card are slightly less, and the odds of the Patrick Laine temper tantrum card with holographic Brian Little apology also coming. Yeah, that's the other thing. My hockey team feels like having drama this year. Great. I love it.
Lots of drama surrounding the Jets. They're kind of iffy to make the playoffs, right? There's not a lot of stability there. I'm not comfortable picking them to make the playoffs. They could. They're still a good team, but...
Oh, they're a fantastic team, but their veteran big guy is debating retirement. Their future captain hasn't even been offered anything because the team's too focused on some brat who they should trade to Buffalo or Ottawa or some other team when they can get rid of him so that way they can make room for good players like Kyle Connor. And yeah.
Okay. Well,
so we know where I stand on
that. We do have to get to a couple of jerseys and the game. So let's dig into it now. Okay, the first jersey we're going to get into, it's not a huge revelation or something new and fantastic, but I think we should still touch on it. And it's the Colorado Eagles of the AHL. They've come out with a third jersey, which is just an Avalanche jersey with the Colorado Eagles logo on the front. But the interesting thing about the logo is it's in silver with, I guess you'd call it Avalanche blue or Capital blue or whatever you want to call it. So no reason to go truly in depth because we all know what this jersey looks like and we all have our thoughts. But just your initial thoughts when you saw it, because we all have a little bit different thoughts on whether or not AHL teams should be using the same jerseys as their parent club or when they should be using them. And also, this is a good opportunity to analyze this jersey on the CCM template versus the same jersey on the Adidas template, and if one looks better than the other. So, Bpoe, we'll start with you. Just your thoughts on this jersey, AHL clubs wearing their parent club jerseys, and which just looks better on CCM or Adidas.
You know what's funny? I actually already have this jersey in my collection. Let me go grab it real quick. Hold on. I'll be right back.
This is really important. Bpoe needs to be wearing the jersey.
Here it is. I got it. Wait. When did Matt Duchene play for the Colorado Eagles? Oh, wait. Never mind. Wrong jersey. Sorry. Wrong league.
It's pretty much the same.
Okay. Exactly. Like, why? We've seen it already. Like, I will say one thing. Are we doing, like, all of our thoughts right now? Just in one little bit here?
A little wrap up of your thoughts,
okay, well, yeah. One thing, I love the silver and the shiny silver on the logo. I just tend to love shiny silver and shiny gold on jerseys as long as it's not overdone. Like Vegas does it great. I like it on Dallas a lot, so on. So I love that. And that's about where the good things end because I love it whenever teams take parts and bits of their parent club and bring it into their identity to, pay homage in a sense. But it's a different thing whenever you take the exact same jersey. I don't like that at all. Again, the only way I could see this working, and I would be okay with it, a one-game special event. That's it. But this is their full-time alternate, I believe, right?
It is 10 games, I think they're going to win.
Yeah, like Kalamazoo, the one that won their competition, that wasn't a direct copy of the Canucks, right? It just kind of took homage. Like, if I remember correctly, it wasn't directly a copy, right?
No, it was.
Yeah, remember?
I've seen it at the Hockey Hall of Fame. Yeah, it's a Canucks jersey, but the art script says Kalamazoo over the K-Wings logo. And
no, I mean, I know they have that one. I think they wear that as a full-time alternate. If Probably. They do, then that's bad. I don't like that. That's the kind of thing I'd be fine with them wearing for one game. But that design competition they just had with the Vancouver Canucks-based one,
right?
That one wasn't a direct copy, right? With the one that won, right? I'm making sure I'm correct in saying that. Yeah, that's exactly the type of thing that they should do for a full-time alternate if they want to take inspiration from the parent club, Have it inspired by, but have some differences, Yeah,
I agree with you that this should be a one-time thing, but I don't want to see, like, Sometimes in the AHL, the specialty jerseys aren't made by CCM. They're made by SP Apparel, who are the same people who make the Adidas jerseys. And then the CCM logo is just thrown on there. So it's a little bit different cut. But when it's executed like the Eagles have executed it here, and it looks really, it looks clean, professional, and really well done, and not like, it doesn't look like a one-off jersey. When a one-off jersey doesn't look like a one-off jersey, I think people want it more, and that makes it an effective one-off jersey. Always leave people wanting more. So I'm with Bpoe on when the team copies their parent club, it should be just a special theme night. So Sean, your thoughts on this jersey and whether or not it's better or worse, CCM, or which version's better, CCM or Adidas?
Well, I'll knock that for the second one out of the way right now. I'm going to say that I prefer the Adidas. And while I like the collar shape a lot more, the Quick Light carbon fiber, when we were reviewing them earlier in the year, we said that the Quick Light does really well for some teams and not well for others. This is one of those not well situations. But I think I'm a little bit more. I like this a little more than you guys do, simply because I don't mind when teams do this as they're often in the AHL, as long as it's not their home and road. We mentioned the Kalamazoo jerseys; those look really good. The South Carolina Stingrays, they wore Capitals copies for a while, and those look really good, I thought. And an example of how wrong this can go, think back to 2009-10 when the Reading Royals wore literal Boston Bruins copies with purple in their logo still. That's the stuff you want to avoid. This does that. That being said, I'm not a big fan of the logo recoloring. I think they kind of missed the mark with that. It's not bad, don't get me wrong. But, I just think that it went from being nice and colorful with the Colorado flag colors to monochromatic with silver and navy. I would have liked for them to at least keep the yellow in there.
Those Reading Royals jerseys, though, that you mentioned, what the hell?
Yeah.
Like, I don't even see it in a game. I want to, but I see a flat layout from sportslogos.net, and even just that, what the hell?
So here's the other thing about that. Guess who was they were a dual affiliate team that year. Do you know who their second affiliate team was?
Toronto.
So yes, they have photos of Toronto players wearing Boston jerseys.
Awesome.
That's a bra moment. Right
Bpoe, I don't think we got to you on which one this looks better on, CCM or Adidas.
I'm going to go with Adidas. I mean, there aren't too many differences. The main thing that it's hard to tell from this picture, but it looks as though everything is completely sublimated, whereas on Adidas, it is not. And that automatically will give, Adidas the upper hand on it. But on another note, can we just, press F to pay respects to the Colorado Eagles and their brand over the last couple of years? Like, they had such a decent, looking one whenever they were in the ECHL. Decently colorful jerseys, and then as soon as they move over to the AHL, they just completely tanked them, and now they got this. Now it's their alternate, so...
They stole
they've taken
Turner Cup,
a huge nosedive.
Yeah, it's really one of the more notable downgrades when they had such a great jersey.
I wouldn't call it great, but it was pretty good.
I would say it was a really good jersey, and it all stemmed from when they hosted the ECHL All-Star Weekend or whatever. I think they were one of the first to do the game where they split up their own team and faced the East and the West. And so they had, I think, 4 different jerseys. So that was an excellent look based on the old Colorado Rockies. And now they just might as well have practice jerseys, pretty much black jerseys with long white sleeves. And they're awful.
And I mean, hey, there's some blue in there. Wait, is there? Hold on, I can't tell.
I don't know if there's blue in
there. No, I mean there is.
So,
I'm making a joke. It's not that vibrant. It's not that easy to see.
No, it's not. It's not. As far as on the Eagles' third jersey here, CCM versus Adidas, I'm going to take the CCM version as the better jersey, and I think they're pretty much equal once you get to the collar. and the collars really stick out poorly on both of these jerseys. And I just find the CCM collar less offensive than the Adidas collar on this jersey. So that's the only reason I'll give it the edge to the CCM version. But let's give our ratings out of 10 here. You can factor in everything, whether or not you like the AHL team copying the parent club, what you think of the jersey, just how many times they're going to wear it, the whole package here. Put it into your rating of 10. And I'm going to throw the Eagles a 7 out of 10 on this one, Bpoe.
I'm actually surprised you had it that high. I'm going to give it, I think, I'm kind of between 3 and 4, so I'm going to give it a 3.5. I just hate when teams do this, but I will give them a little bit of credit that, for one, it is a nice jersey, and for two, at least they aren't wearing it like as a regular home and away. You know, at least it's an alternate that's only going to be, 10 games, you said? So
Yeah.
It at least it's only around for 10 games a season.
Okay, Sean, your rating out of 10?
I'm gonna give it a solid, let's say 6 out of 10. I think it's better than average on this one, and a lot better than most teams that try to do this. One thing worth noting about the home and road guys is that it's more closer to what they wore back when they were in the Central Hockey League, which is where the Colorado Eagles originally came from.
Okay, well, at least there's reason, but that doesn't make it look good.
No, I'm just... A, remember the Central Hockey League? And B...
No.
I
mean, I knew it existed, but I don't really remember it.
For half of the ECHL.
I have a league patch. Yeah, I have a league patch from the Central Hockey League on my desk at work.
Look, Sean, I'm pretty sure I'm the baby of this podcast. You got to give me some credit for not remembering that. Or give me some leeway, I mean.
A 2010-11 Evansville Iceman jersey. And I know this is off topic, but this is why. The league back then had a really bad habit of slapping together diagonal script jerseys. So Evansville is in a diagonal script, and you know where they put front numbers on it, but guess where it is?
Bottom
right
bottom hem.
Top of the logo.
No, bottom right above the hem.
Love it when they do that. When like Canadian Hockey League teams throw the Memorial Cup patch down there or something stupid.
Oh, I love when teams do that. I want to get a jersey like that in the collection.
God. All right. So the average score for this Colorado Eagles third jersey comes out to 5.5. I can't believe Bpoe said it. I can't believe I'm the highest rating out of all this. I still think the jersey itself is a nice jersey. It's just misappropriated, I guess you could say. Let's if you want to check out this jersey, as always, there's a link in the show notes, or head on over to jerseynerdspodcast.com. The same can be said for our next jersey, which probably everyone's already seen. This is the Anaheim Ducks returning to the orange third jersey from 2 years ago. Pretty much nothing has changed here from the Reebok version. Both versions will be posted on jerseynerdspodcast.com. The two big changes, they're not even big changes. The two changes are the removal of Anaheim off the collar, which was on the Reebok version, and the collar insert on the Reebok version was Vegas gold. It is now black, and I guess you could throw a third change in there. This has the tacked down laces that don't dangle. The Reebok version just had 2 strands, and of course the Adidas version has 3 strands, so that's a very minor change. Not enough has changed here. The podcast wasn't around when the orange jersey came out, so we will still give this a rating, but let's just solely look at if you like that Anaheim's gone back to this alternate, and which version is better, Adidas versus Reebok. Start us off on this one, Sean.
So if you remember when this jersey was unveiled, do you remember, Ryan, this jersey just kind of popped out of nowhere?
Yeah, was it later in the season that it came up, or was it like a U.S. Thanksgiving release?
It was unveiled the same day as the
remember.
Colorado Sea, the Rockies-inspired alternate.
Oh, okay, that's why it wouldn't be terribly memorable.
Like no big unveiling, no nothing. It popped up in the catalog one day. And I mean, I've made it no secret I'm not a fan of the Ducks branding at all, as it is. This is probably their best jersey, to be honest with you. And I think, building a set around this is the best way to do it. But the orange obviously staying as the alternate. I think that the changes that they made here really improve it. It's a lot. The small changes that they made, for example, the collar is a million times better. The moving that Anaheim script from the outside of the collar to the inside as the hanger effect looks good. The cut of the jersey, I think, looks better now. The patch, the shoulder patch really sticks out to me on this photo. It didn't really do that on the Edge version because of the way the yokes were rounded. Just kind of sat there.
It also might be, Sean, because it's on a hanger. Like whenever it's on a shoulder, or do you mean like it didn't do that on a hanger on the Reebok either?
No, it didn't, because do you remember how some of the Reebok jerseys had those weird, like near the end of the Edge era, they had the weird, that weird cut collar that curved. Yeah, sorry, the weird shoulder. Like the shoulder yokes were weirdly cut and curved up around the.
I think so. Yeah, I just wasn't sure if it was because this one's on a hanger, because you wouldn't notice that kind of thing on a player because the shoulders, are wider.
No, but you would notice it on a fan, and that's I would notice that too. I think that the one thing that I don't like about this, honestly, is the laces. I just think 3's too many, and they probably should have been that stupid shade of bronze they have that they use there. Maybe white.
I find the laces are kind of unnecessary on this jersey.
Yeah, and actually they
wouldn't.
They could have taken it a step further. I might have liked to have seen that pentagon colored.
Like it was the Reebok version had the, whatever you want to call it, bronze or Vegas gold.
Yeah.
And this one,
that would have looked. I mean, I'm not saying that the brown. I mean, ideally, you might not. You might make that orange, but to have it black is not a bad thing. I mean, I think they made necessary improvements, and this is probably going to be Anaheim's best jersey for a while. So, good job, I guess, for staying the course.
All right, so Bpoe, your thoughts on this orange jersey coming back in Reebok versus Adidas version? Which one's better?
You know what's funny? You were mentioning the changes that they made included going from 2 laces to 3. And I was going to make fun of that and say that was the deal breaker for the jersey. And then Sean actually mentioned that he didn't like that. But, I mean, I agree. I'll go into broader, bits later. But I agree on the laces where I don't hate them, but I don't think they're necessary. I think a regular collar would have been better. I also think they handled the collar really well. I like that change for sure. I think going with a completely plain black collar is perfect for this jersey. And same with moving Anaheim to the inside. But I've never been a huge fan of the way that the gold and the orange have interacted with the Ducks. So I like the orange and I like everything else about it. I don't really like the gold. I just think it looks very ugly next to a bright orange color like that. I also don't like the inconsistency of the arm and hem stripes, and I also think the Mighty Ducks logo is overrated. I think their primary logo would look fine on the front, especially if they were to go with something like this as a home and away. But this jersey has grown on me a lot more from whenever it first came out in the Reebok version. And again, I'll give my vote to the Adidas version of this. I think it's much better than the Reebok. But yeah, this thing has grown on me a lot since the original version was unveiled, and I'll also give them a pass for bringing it back since it wasn't around for very long in the Reebok era, and Adidas was kind of like no alternates for you in the first year. And they had an excuse to not bring it back last year for that anniversary jersey. So I'll give them a pass on that. I know before I've ripped on them for bringing back the same jerseys again after, the 1-year hiatus and not coming up with something new. But for something that wasn't around for long, I'll give them a pass. I think that's it. I kind of just started rambling at one point. I don't really know where I went.
That's fine. You pretty much covered everything there, so that's good. As far as I think this Adidas version really tidies up the jersey. There was nothing wrong with the Reebok version, but the Adidas version here really tidies up the jersey. The collar insert, the pentagon, whatever you want to call it, being black, really helps just clean it up. And it just looks like a more fitted kind of jersey, I guess is the best way I can describe it. Kind of like ironing your shirt versus not ironing your shirt is what I see here. So I think the Adidas version's better. And I love this jersey. So we'll get into our ratings. I'm going to rate
Here's
it
a
pretty
tip,
high,
guys. Don't
I like this
iron your
jersey.
hockey jerseys. At least not with a towel, not in between it. And only do that. You can do that to straighten out your numbers if they're bent. But do not just flat out iron a hockey jersey. That's bad. That's a no-no.
That's true. And don't do anything to a Fanatics jersey. I would suspect they would fall apart. Even looking at a washing machine.
Even just looking at it, they may fall apart.
But anyways, so that's something else for another day when we have to debate Fanatics versus Adidas. But the reason why I really like this jersey is because too many times, and I complain about it constantly, is teams just go back to retro because retro seems popular. Like the Blues, let's bring back those 90s jerseys. There was no reason for it, I thought. This is bringing back something retro in that original Mighty Ducks logo, but properly applying it to the current brand. So there's still that giant whiff of retro that's attached to it, but you're including it in your brand and you're still doing something different. So this is the perfect balance for me. And we'll get into ratings now. And that's why I give this an 8.5 out of 10, just because it does the perfect amount of retro, but at the same time, it's a new jersey with lots of retro elements. Sean, your rating out of 10.
7. I make it no secret. I don't like the Ducks. It's nice to see you're right about the retro elements. And you know what? I got to give this jersey a ton of credit. Anybody who knows the Ducks jerseys knows that stupid little line on the socks would drive most people nuts. And yet they put it on the arm stripes here and it works somehow to the point where you want them to keep it. So full marks on that. You took a terrible design element and made it work.
Bpoe, rating out of 10?
Your last point there, Ryan, about this being a great way to bring back retro elements and do something new. I never thought of that before with this jersey, and I love this jersey a lot more now. It's grown on me even more after you said that. And, granted, this is an older one, but it still does that very well. I'm going to side with you, Ryan, and give it an 8.5. No, wait, sorry. I'm going to go Toronto Maple Leafs and give it an 8.893.
8.893. Perfect. We got that plugged into the computerizer, and that gives us an average rating of 8.131.
Can we make it a running joke on this podcast to give 8.8 or not 8 point, but just 0.893 ratings?
That's on you, Bpoe. You start handing those
out
right. Like they're Mitch Marner contracts. All right, so that's our. Well, it was supposed to be a quick look, but we're the Jersey Nerds. We can't help it. We have to go in depth, even to rehash jerseys.
Hey, wait, Ryan, can we start rating our jerseys in LeBancs instead of just points?
LeBancs.
Yeah, because it's like how many LeBancs has Mitch Marner signed to? You know. So how many LeBancs would you give this Ducks jersey?
I don't even. I would love to play along. I don't even know what a LeBanc is. So,
well, the LeBanc is a little bit lower than 1. What did he sign to? It's a running joke about Kevin LeBanc and his contract.
Oh,
because it's just it's a little bit less than $1 million because it's like that bridge deal.
Right. Okay, that's fair. I like that.
Let's see what exactly is the LeBanc. It says just flat out $1 million. I thought it was a little bit less. Never mind. I guess it's just $1 million. I guess that makes things easier. I guess I gave this jersey 8.893 LeBancs.
All right, guys. Well, we're gonna figure out what a LeBanc equals in U.S. and Canadian dollars, and then we're coming right back with the game. Get ready for the game. We're coming back with that. The Jersey Nerds podcast is brought to you in part by the DeLorean Motor Company. DeLorean. Gull-wing doors rise effortlessly, beckoning you inside. The sleek stainless steel DeLorean. Beautifully crafted for long life. The DeLorean is one of the most awaited automobiles in automotive history. Drive the DeLorean. Live the dream today. All right, it's now time for the game.
Hey, Ryan, before we start the game, since we don't know what it is yet, if you had to give a rating on to how good this game is, how many Canadian LeBancs would you give it?
6.8. I don't know.
How many regular LeBancs would you get it?
Oh, 7.2, definitely.
Okay. Cool.
All right.
No, it's 7.893, you mean?
Oh, I missed my opportunity. Damn. I should have been ready for that. Okay, so we're at the point now where we're going to play the game, and I can finally reveal the name of the game. And the whole point of this game here is for you guys not to use your Googleizers. About 10 years ago, I used to be able to ace this game. Me and my wife would go to the Maple Leafs games, and this would kind of be a time killer. So the game is called Captain, Coach, Arena. I'm going to give you a team. You have to name their captain, their coach, and the full name of their arena. I used to be about, I would say, somewhere between 90% and 100% when doing this game. I played earlier today with some people at work, and I was now down around about 30-40%. So this should be fun. Looking forward to this. The whole fun of this is not to use Google. Are you guys promising not to use Google?
I promise. Hey, Siri.
All right, Bpoe. Seeing as you're the most authentic for not cheating, pick a number, and we'll get started.
0.893.
Okay, we'll round that up. We'll go with 8. Thanks for 8. All right, your team, Bpoe, is the Columbus Blue Jackets. Name their captain, their coach, and their arena.
Nick Foligno, John Tortorella, Nationwide Arena.
100%. Way to go, Bpoe. That's 3 points on the board for Bpoe. Let's say we'll go 5 rounds and see who's got the most points after 5 rounds here. Sean?
I'll be honest, just thinking about this in my head, I'm not actually going to look anything up just because this is going to be fun. Columbus is one of the teams that I know pretty well. I can say for sure I'm not going to know all of them that well.
Oh, no. No, I mean, there's a few teams
just
where
not to give myself some false confidence with that one. Not to give the listeners any false confidence in me as well.
All right, Sean, you're up. Give me a number.
11.
All right, your team here is, the New York Rangers. Their captain, their coach, their arena.
Okay. Okay, so obviously they play at Madison Square Gardens, the new Madison Square Gardens.
Yep, that's 1 point.
Who the hell's their captain right now?
This is where it gets tough.
They don't have a captain.
That's right.
Now.
2 points for Sean.
He's in Tampa.
Yeah.
And their
he's on his couch.
Who's their coach right now?
I did not know this name. He's a new coach.
They have one.
They do, yeah.
But he's a new coach?
And he coached last year as well. But this is his first NHL gig.
I feel like his name might be on the tip of my tongue. I'm obviously not going to say it if I thought of it, but I feel like the name was on the tip of my tongue.
Is he a former player?
I don't know.
Dan Bilesma. I don't know it, so I'm just going to say Dan Bilesma if I don't know
David Quinn.
Oh, I see.
That's
I never
right. I remember this now.
That in 66.
All right, Bpoe, round 2.
Wasn't he just hired over the summer here? Or was that last year?
I thought he coached last year. Yeah, I'm pretty sure he coached last year. All right, Bpoe, give me a number.
We'll go with a solid 1 for the 1 LeBanc.
Okay,
for
your
the
team,
LeBanc number.
Your team is the Ottawa Senators. Captain, coach, arena.
It's funny. I know their arena, but I'm blanking on it right now.
It's had like 4
The coach is still
Corral Center.
Yeah, it's not the Corral Center. It's not the Palladium.
I think it's Scotiabank something. I think.
It's not.
No.
It used to be. Sorry,
Yeah.
arena
Oh.
wrong.
Yeah, okay. I remember it now, but yeah, I'll take the credit for not getting the arena. That
It's
wasn't
the
my final
Canadian
answer, though. I was going to say, yeah, Canadian Tire Center.
Yeah.
I'm going to call half bullshit on that because you didn't give me... That wasn't my final answer. That was not my final answer, but I also didn't remember it until you said, that's wrong. So it may have come to me, but it didn't until you said that. Okay, anyways. I don't remember if they fired Guy Boucher or not, but I can't remember, so I'm just going to say him. Okay. Damn it! Now I remember it again. It's DJ Smith. I remember this. I listened to a Leafs podcast. Yeah, I still get 0 points for that, and their captain. I don't think they've named a new one since trading Carlson, have they?
That is correct. They do not have a captain. 1 point for Bpoe, which could have been 3 points. But I was quick on the so that didn't work out.
You were very quick on the I don't know. Those might have come to me within more contemplation. But I guess just to keep it quick, fair enough.
I'll be quick on the for Sean here too. Sean, give me a number.
I'll mentally contemplate next time, unless we just kind of even it out with Sean being quick this time, and then next time.
I'll even it out on this one. Sorry, Sean, what's your number?
Okay.
The Legend 27.
Oh, 27?
27.
Come on.
Yeah.
Keep it short. Give me a number between 1 and 10.
Oh, sorry.
There's 31 teams, Ryan.
I'm not going to sit here and count 31. I'm trying to give you a random team here.
6, Atlanta Thrashers, Philip Serena, Bob Hartley, Eli Kovalchuk. I win. All right. We're going to go with, come on. All right. The randomizer lands on the Toronto Maple Leafs for Sean. Sean, you have 5 seconds to finish this. Okay, they don't have a captain yet, but it should be Morgan Riley. Their coach is Mike Babcock, and they play at Scotiabank Arena, formerly known as the Air Canada Centre.
Ding! Sean goes perfect on a lucky round. All right.
Did I even pick Ryan's pick for the captain, or is he going to pick John Tavares?
No, I'd like it to be Morgan Riley, but unfortunately, I think it'll be Austin Matthews. But how can you do it now? He's got this charge hanging over his head. Can you really name him?
Morgan Riley, yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to
Morgan Riley. We're going to say, predicting it now.
Oh, no, I'm predicting it's Matthews, but I want it to be Riley.
I'm predicting it Morgan Riley, going to say it, because last time I predicted something like this, the Blue Jays hired John Gibbons back.
All right, Bpoe, give me a number between 1 and 10.
We're going to go for a solid 7 for the original dad himself, Matt Cullen.
Okay, your team, captain, coach, arena of the Buffalo Sabres.
Oh.
Okay, the arena is First Niagara Center. The captain is Jack Eichel, and I believe Phil Housley is the coach?
And a ding for Eichel. 1 point for Bpoe. The coach, Phil Housley, was canned.
They changed yeah, you're right. They changed the name of the arena. That's the old name.
Yeah, well, it's had like 5 names. That's what makes this game so much fun.
Yeah.
They play.
Odd.
Yeah, they play at the KeyBank Center.
KeyBank Center, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Ralph Kruger is their coach. Ralph Kruger.
That's right. Phil Housley is a former coach, though.
Yeah, he is. That would have been right about 6 months ago.
Yeah. Well, I think they changed the KeyBank Center a little bit sooner, but 6 months ago, we'll go with that.
They change it every 6 months, so that's a tough one. Sean, give me a number.
3.
3. Your team. Oh, this is a good one. Usually, most people would get this perfect, but there's one little caveat in there. Your team is the Chicago Blackhawks, captain, coach, arena.
Okay, so their captain is obviously Jonathan Toews.
Ding.
Their arena is the United Center.
Ding.
But you're right, their coach.
He coached last year.
He was the coach last year, too.
Is it on the tip of your tongue, too, Sean?
No.
It's
on the tip of my tongue, but I can't remember it.
All right, I'm going to have to be quick on the for
it's
Sean.
Not Alain Vigneault, is it?
No, it's Jeremy Colleton.
Damn it, that's it.
No, I didn't know that, but I got 2.
I knew that, but I couldn't remember his name.
2 points for Sean. All right, it's 7-5 for Sean with 2 rounds to go. Bpoe, give me a number between 1 and 10.
We're going to go 4 for elite defenseman Justin Schultz.
Okay, here we go. Your team is the Edmonton Oilers.
Okay. They play at Rogers Place, I believe.
Yes.
Right?
Yep. Ding.
Okay. The captain. Who's the captain?
I'm quick
Connor
on the
McDavid.
Here's goal.
Ding.
And then, I'm trying to remember if this guy is their coach still or not.
New coach this year.
Shit. Keith Gretzky, because he's always the answer. I know that's not actually it. I just don't remember.
And Dave Tippett.
That's right. Yeah. I was thinking Hitchcock, but then I was like, no, he was only there for like a year. I knew he only signed like a 1-year thing.
Yeah, he's there.
So I couldn't remember if they kept him around or not, but yeah, I remember Tippett now.
He's there as some sort of advisor. All right,
Keith Gretzky is always the answer, guys.
Yeah. I've just made up a rule as we head into the 5th round. Well, Sean still has his 4th round to go. But for the 5th round, I'm going to choose the team. But Sean, give me your last number between 1 and 10.
What number haven't we picked? 9.
9. Doot. Doot. Your team, oh, come on, Sean, gets the Pittsburgh Penguins. Captain, coach, arena.
Sidney Crosby is the captain.
Yeah.
Tockett's the head coach right now.
Mike Sullivan.
And PP paints arena.
PPG paints arena. And
wait. What did you call it?
PPG.
No, you said PP. You left out.
What said PP?
I was gonna say I'm gonna give Sean credit. I didn't hear exactly what he said, but I thought I heard it like 3
Mellon
things.
Arena, Mario Lemieux, and crap, who was their coach when they were terrible?
Oh, what was the guy's name? Kevin Collins. No, that was the linesman.
Oh, okay, I'm gonna look it up. I'm gonna look this up.
Black top hair, mustache, redhead.
Michel Therrien.
That one? Oh, I knew him. I didn't think.
Oh, but
they weren't that terrible under him, though. They went to a cup final. Well, okay, they were terrible at first, and then they went to a cup final. Yeah, they were terrible at first, and they went to a cup final. But the Penguins were very terrible between in the early 2000s.
That's what I mean.
And I think there were 2 different coaches there, weren't there?
Rick Kehoe. Rick Kehoe, Eddie Olchuk, Ivan Malinka.
Olchuk. Yeah, I was gonna say Kehoe coached them too.
Yeah.
Oh.
Jeez, this was a coach killer team. Yeah, so.
Okay, well.
So Eddie Olchuk was the coach when they were
heading into the final round. Sean's up 9-7 as we head into the final round. Let's see here. Bpoe, I get to choose a team for you. This is going to be good. I'm going to give you the Nashville Predators.
Okay. Their captain is Roman Josi.
Yep.
Their coach is... what the fuck's his name again? How do I not know this? It's the same coach. It's on the tip of my tongue. Laviolette.
Laviolette, yep.
And then they play at... I believe this doesn't sound right for some reason, but it's the only thing that feels right. Bridgestone Arena.
That's correct. 3 out of 3 for Bpoe.
Okay. I don't know why that didn't sound right.
Wrong. It's the Gaylord Entertainment Center.
All right. As we head into the final selection here, it is 10-9 in favor of Bpoe. Sean, you need 2 to win.
Okay.
Because of the current situation.
Colorado Eagles.
Because of the current situation, I'm going to give you what I believe to be the hardest one on the whole board.
Okay.
The New Jersey Devils.
Ooh, Prudence Financial Arena. Yes.
Prudential Center.
Prudential, same diff.
I clearly stated the rules at the beginning of the game. The full name of the arena I needed.
Who's their coach? Bill Peters? Is he still their coach?
And that's Calgary. John Hines is their coach.
Right. All right. So I can't win, but I can always tie.
You can tie if you
Does that
get their
mean we'll
captain. We'll go to some sort of sudden death here if you get their captain.
Right, and it's
If anybody is a Devils fan, they're
Andy
just
Green.
screaming at you. Andy Green to tie it. Way to go.
Sean, I'm impressed. I was going to guess Zajac, if I was in your position. But I was like, that doesn't sound right, but I don't remember who their captain actually is if they had one. But yeah, I'm impressed that the captain won there, Sean.
Still Eliash.
Martin Brodeur.
What?
All right, people. I got to give you a hard one here to make up for the hard one I just gave Sean. In the sudden death, it's not sudden death, but in the overtime round, your team is the Dallas Stars.
Okay, their captain is Jamie Benn.
Yep.
I think their arena is American Airlines Center.
Fuck.
That's correct. 2 points for Bpoe.
The coach is not coming to my head.
It's Lindy Ruff.
Jim No comes to my head, but he's the GM, I believe.
Right. That's correct.
Ooh, God. Who is their coach?
No, okay, this isn't accurate. Or is it?
Sorry, Bpoe.
Tyler Sagan is their coach. Yeah, I was about to give up anyways.
Jim Montgomery. The classic Jim Montgomery. Yeah.
Now that you remember it, I remember that there were 2 Jims, but I did not remember that.
I was hoping you were going to say Hitchcock.
No, wait. I was thinking of Jim Nill and Jim Lights. They got gyms everywhere in that franchise. They should just change their name to the Dallas Gyms. Damn. The owner, the GM, and the coach, all Jim. I'm going to make that as a concept now. Take their logo, put a J in there, the Dallas Gyms.
Let's see if I can get Sean here. What's a good one? Okay, this is going to be tight. We're getting through the hard one.
Last season.
Sean, your team is the Florida Panthers.
Jonathan Huberdeau. Yes, he is. No, sorry. No,
Alexander Barkov. Oh, Sean, come on.
Shit. Okay, their coach is Quinville.
Yep.
And
you got to get the arena to win or to tie.
Does it go to double overtime if I do get it right?
We'll go to another overtime. We'll just go like a single thing. I'll pick a single thing for each team.
You'll pick
you got to get the arena.
I have to get the arena. I used to know the name of this.
To tie it.
Have they changed the name ever?
I think it's been changed a couple times. Three.
BB&T.
2. Oh, the BB&T what?
Center?
Yes. Sean ties it. All right. 12 points.
We got some game 7. We got some game 7 double overtime going on here.
The National Car Rental Center at one point.
Something like that. Yeah.
It was something that made it sound like it was where you could rent a car.
Okay, here we go, Bpoe. Let's see here. We're going to go to Arizona. Name their captain.
Oliver Ekman-Larsson.
Ding, that's correct. Okay, Sean.
Or as Don Cherry would like to put it, Oliver Lossum Tossum.
Sean, we're going to go to you. Name the captain of the New York Islanders.
Captain of the New York Islanders, Anders Lee.
Anders Lee. Okay, good stuff there.
Wait. It's not John Tavares?
No one would like to know your location.
All right, Bpoe. Name the arena of the San Jose Sharks.
S&P Center. Is it SP? S&P? It's something like that. I guess I'll just go S&P because that's the first thing I said.
SAP Center.
SAP. Damn, I knew it was something like that.
Okay, here you go, Sean. For the win, I got to find you an arena. Make it somewhat tough here. Let's see here. Oh, man, I can't find a tough one. Let's go with the Carolina Hurricanes arena.
Carolina Hurricanes arena?
Yes.
Carolina Hurricanes arena is
Throw a guess out there.
I'm gonna say RBC Center.
Sorry. It used to be, but it's now the PNC Center.
Here's the thing.
Actually, it's PNC Arena, Ryan, I believe.
If the name
PNC Arena. I've literally written it right down in front of me.
If the name
I got something wrong that the host got, or I got something right that the host got wrong. That means I win, right?
If the name is
okay, we're going to move on to coaches.
Years, I'm not going to get it.
We're going to move on to coaches. You know what? We're going to flip the tables. Sean, you're going to go first.
Okay.
On this one. And your coach is the Detroit Red Wings.
Detroit Red Wings coach?
Yes.
Oh, for God's sakes. How long has he been there for?
3 years, I want to say.
Okay.
Since Babcock left.
Since it's the same. Oh, Blashill.
Jeff Blashill, very good. Okay, Bpoe, you got a tie. Your coach, let's see here. Let's go to Washington. Who is Washington's coach?
Oh, boy. I know it's not the first name that came to my mind because he's with a different team now. Boy.
That's not fair, Ryan.
Washington's coach?
Oh.
He's been coaching for 3 years. Just a
Not
little
of
bit.
The Capitals. Well, this will be his second year with the Capitals, at least.
No, it's his first. This will be.
You're correct.
Year.
This will be his second year because he was Barry Trotz.
Yeah. Oh, boy.
It's a maritime last name. I don't know if that helps you at all.
No. I appreciate you throwing me a bone there, considering that I kind of threw you a bone on Detroit there.
Former player, too.
His initials.
Boy.
For a chance to tie it up, I'll give you his initials. It's TR.
Trevor Van Riemsdyk. I have no clue.
Todd Reardon.
Todd Reardon.
Damn it. That's right. Reardon. That's right. Yep. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And after 5 overtime periods, Sean wins. I lost track of the score. Let's say
I'm gonna go on the bench and I'm gonna go put my head on the bench and cry now because I just lost the Stanley Cup final.
Of Captain Coach Arena. There you go.
That's a fun one, though. I like that.
We should have played.
Yeah, that game went well.
I was going to ask you before, is this like a recurring game? But no, it cannot be.
No. We need to play Captain Coach Arena, but for the 03-04 season, because I'd get everything right.
That's true. Going back in time, we could definitely do it.
I'm sure, Ryan, if we did 92-93 Coach Captain Arena, we'd have to time it.
Yeah, exactly. Like I said, when I was like in my mid-20s and just really following the NHL closely, like everything, I could get 90% to 100% on that. But
oh my God.
Not now.
Wow. Okay.
All right, let's hop into fake or authentic.
On another quick note before we transition, I was talking with some friends not too long ago, and at some point it came up how quickly could I name all of the NHL teams. I think I did it in under 10 seconds. I think I just named the cities because I've had a tune in my head for all the teams since I was a kid for some reason.
Where do you put Seattle?
I think I did it in under 10 seconds, but I even added Phoenix on accident just because I was so used to it.
Seattle.
Did you get credit for Phoenix? Because they're Arizona.
I said Arizona and Phoenix.
Oh,
just because I'm so used to adding Phoenix in between Philadelphia and Pittsburgh, my mind forgot to blank it out under such a quick time pressure.
Give Batman ideas.
Phoenix, Arizona Coyotes.
Detroit Sharks.
No, they have their name is Phoenix, Arizona. The Phoenix, Arizona Coyotes.
All right, let's hop into fake or authentic. Fake or authentic? We haven't done this in a few weeks, so I've had these questions kind of sitting around, but fake or authentic is the part of the podcast where
are they stale or moldy questions? Or are they still fresh?
One of them's a bit stale. The other ones are holding up. They're like canned goods.
Okay, good.
One of them's kind of like chips that you half close the bag.
Like it's stale but still edible.
Yeah, there you go.
All right.
Fake or authentic.
Go ahead and continue with your intro, Ryan.
It's the part of the podcast where I give 3 statements, but it's up to the co-host to determine whether or not those statements are fake or authentic, just like the jerseys you see around NHL arenas. Here we go. Fake or authentic number 1. The Philadelphia Flyers are the team most desperately in need of an Adidas collar adjustment. Bpoe, fake or authentic?
I'm going to say I'm taking a quick look here, but before everything loads, I'm going to say fake, just because their home jersey is fine. The road jersey is not fine at all, and I feel like there's some other teams that could use a change on both jerseys, even if it's not as major of a change. Like, for example, actually no, never mind. I was going to say Colorado's, but they just have a half collar, kind of blends into the yoke. If we're going by individual, like one individual jersey, definitely the Flyers. But if we're going by the set as a whole, then not the Flyers. There's some other teams that could use a wholesale change.
I would say Montreal's in that category. They need a change. That's a big, dumb Santa-looking collar.
Like, this is slightly off topic, but I think Montreal's collars were the best in that last Reebok Edge edition. I think they look great in plain white. I think that even if they just had plain white collars for this one, then it would look great even in the Adidas collar cut. Like, just remove that little blue trim. And I think they look great.
Yeah. Absolutely. Sean, fake or authentic? The Flyers are the team most desperately in need of an Adidas collar adjustment.
Fake. They need totally new jerseys. My vote for that goes to Washington.
Really?
Especially on the white. Oh, yeah.
Is Washington using a full collar or a half collar?
No collar.
What? It's a half collar in navy blue on both jerseys, with the trim also in navy blue. Everything else matches the color of the jersey.
Yeah, make it.
Oh, you mean no collar is what you want them to use? Oh, okay. I thought you meant that's what they
use.
Currently use. I'm like, huh?
And it bothers me to no end if they don't. The other thing is the other team that I really, and I mean this desperately, really needs to change it, in my opinion, is Detroit with the same thing on the white jersey. If you're not going to have a white collar on the home jersey, don't have a red collar on the white jersey.
I don't know. Detroit's always been that way.
Yeah, I think it works.
Well, times are changing and they suck now. You can have your red collar back when you learn to play hockey.
All right, fake or authentic number 2. I throw away birthday cards a couple days after my birthday. Bpoe, fake or authentic?
Depends on who I get it from. I've been saving lately a lot of cards from like my parents or my grandma or something like that, especially after my grandfather passed away a few years ago. I think it was the final card that still had his name on it where I started. But if it's just from somebody like, some random person I don't care as much about, then I throw it away. But somebody like really close to me, like my parents or my grandma, that I keep those ones.
Okay. All right. Sean, fake or authentic? Throw away birthday cards a couple days after your birthday.
Mostly authentic to a point, unless they wrote something clever. If they wrote something clever in it, it'd be kind of funny. Same with, again, sentimental reasons. If the card was funny, I might keep it. Now, granted, it has to be pretty clever.
Does it stay funny if you go back and review the card?
Sometimes, yes.
All
hey,
right.
Sean, how many LeBancs does the card have to get to warrant keeping it?
What's a LeBanc?
Were you on
Sean? Were you on this podcast earlier?
Baked or roasted.
Okay, good for you, Sean. Here we go. Fake or authentic number 3. Because the 2020 NHL All-Star logo is so good, my expectations for the jerseys has gone up. Bpoe, fake or authentic?
Fake. I don't necessarily see them together. That's a tough one. I'm going to say fake just because I've somewhat learned not to expect anything from the NHL. That when they put out nice things, but you never know when, and you never know with what. So I'm going to say fake on that, but please prove me wrong.
Sean, fake or authentic? The 2020 NHL All-Star logo is so good, my expectations for the jerseys have gone up.
I mean, it's not 2002, but yeah, totally authentic because there's nowhere to go. In the words of Shania Twain, it can only go up from here.
Thank you, Shania. All right. That was fake or authentic. And of course, the next step in our progress here is Throwback Throwdown. Throwback Throwdown is where we have two throwback jerseys going head to head, and the winner is determined by us and you, the listeners. Whichever jersey comes out on top will face a new challenger next week on the Jersey Nerds podcast. Today's throwback is a San Jose teal battle. It's between the champion jersey, the 1992 San Jose Sharks teal jersey, and our new challenger this week, the 1997 Eastern Conference All-Star Game jersey from the game that was held in San Jose the first time, not the most recent one. So if you want to see a picture of both these jerseys, head on over to jerseynerdspodcast.com, or of course check out the link in the show notes. We have the San Jose teal jersey, which we've talked about. The 97 Eastern Conference All-Star Game jersey is the star pattern jersey that was debuted at the 94 game at Madison Square Garden, that the Dallas Stars later adopted as a third jersey and then a full-time jersey. So it's got a teal star outlined in silver and then black, and that's laid over top of a plain white jersey. Pretty much a very 90s kind of rounded font for the numbers and a very 90s Eastern Conference logo on the front of it. Again, to take a look at these jerseys, it's on the website, jerseynerdspodcast.com. Just quick thoughts, super quick thoughts on the San Jose jersey, Sean.
Wait, the Sharks jerseys?
Yeah, that's the Sharks 92 jerseys, yeah.
They're all right. The logo hasn't aged well, but the striping has. The updated version in 2015 was incredible. And don't be surprised if we see the team ever bring that back.
Oh, I would love if they brought it back. I love this jersey. I really love this. The teal is a fantastic color. With black, it looks great. Would love to add it to my collection. Bpoe, quick review of the 92 San Jose jersey.
I absolutely love this jersey. Like, I know I've been ripping so much lately on teams bringing back throwbacks, but this is one of the exceptions I would mentally make to them bringing this back full time. I love it that much. I need a change of pants every time I see pictures of them bringing it back in 2015. The only thing I'd love to see them change is the logos and use the updated versions of both logos in some way, shape, or form, especially the front logo. The shoulder patch, I'd say, can get a pass, maybe a little modernization, but the shoulder patch is mostly okay. The front logo definitely would need to be updated to their current one. But that striping and the colors are just gorgeous. I don't know why they ever changed from this. And as much as I hate the throwback trend to some degree, I've changed my thoughts on things a little bit, but I'm not here to rant on throwbacks right now. But as much as I sort of dislike that trend, this is one that I would make an exception for no particular reason other than it looks good. I love it.
All right, let's switch gears to the 97 Eastern Conference All-Star Game jersey. This one's also teal. Sean, start us off with your review on this.
All right, so I have no nostalgia for this jersey at all because by the time it went away, I was 1. And I remember seeing these jerseys most with regards to the Muppets giveaways that they used to have.
Oh my goodness, yes. I forgot about
you see those a lot of hockey card shows.
Yes, I totally forgot about those. Good job.
And here's the thing about them. The Western Conference one is gorgeous.
Purple and black.
Oh, that's so nice. I know the roster wasn't as good because the Eastern one had some jerk on there and like Ray Bork. And the Western Conference had proper players. But, I don't have a ton of love for it. It's very 90s. I actually would have really liked to have seen this design transfer over when they did the proper color switch to maroon and navy. That was 97, 98. So if that design had carried over, I think you would have had 2 fantastic looking jerseys just for 1 year. But yeah, no, not a ton of love for this, but like, it's kind of like subjectively I don't like it, but objectively I get why people like it.
For me, this is just so all-star, so 90s. There's the phrase trying to fit a square peg into a round hole. This is fitting a square
It's
peg.
not the O2 jersey.
Like, now that you
This is
mention the whole, color change thing, when they changed from the teal and purple, it makes it, I realized how 90s using teal and purple was. But it makes so much sense because it was 90s. It is something that they use only in the 90s. So I think it fits perfectly.
I think this is 90s All-Star Game. I'm thinking Fox tracks puck when I'm seeing this. I'm thinking fighting robots coming back from the intermission. This is it's just perfect what it is. It's an All-Star Game jersey, so it's allowed to be a little bit crazy, but it's really not that crazy. Like, it's a star design on a white jersey. It's not offensive or anything. So I think it fits perfectly for exactly what it's supposed to be. Bpoe.
This jersey, I like it, but I don't love it. I think the Stars pulled it off a lot better. They fixed the problems that this one had. So, well, I don't necessarily think it's a huge problem, mainly on this one, where instead of it being a star on the back as well, it kind of turns into that yoke. And it doesn't work as well for this one because it's a dark color with a light color. It worked better on the other one because it was black and purple. And those are two dark colors. But yeah, the star pattern, I don't love it. I think it worked fine for when it was used. Same with Dallas. I think that worked fine for when it was used. It's very dated now, at least to the degree that it's used on there. Like, for example, I'd probably say that Colorado's exact old jerseys were dated if they brought those exactly back today, but they toned it down a little bit in the ones that they use now, and it's perfect. But yeah, it's nice. I understand why people like it, aside from just nostalgia, I should say. But it's not perfect either, and it's perfect for what it was used for. I'll give it that.
All right, I've just come up with an idea before we get to our winners here, and I'll just run it by you guys because I think for an All-Star game, I'm okay with retro jerseys coming back for kind of like a one-shot deal. So keep the current format of the All-Star game. But what if the All-Star game was in like Florida or something? And they decided, so it's kind of like a throwaway, like who cares, it's in Florida. But at the same time, it's still the annual All-Star game. And what if it had a 90s theme? It was intentionally like a 90s night theme. They make the logo look 90s. And they bring back these jerseys plus two kind of based on these jerseys for kind of a one-off retro All-Star game. Do you think that would work, or is that too risky as far as retail sales go?
I think it would work on an anniversary, at least to do direct throwbacks. Okay, maybe I wouldn't say I think it would work. That would be my preference. Would it work? Especially now with how prevalent the throwback circle jerk and how prevalent everybody loves the 90s is. Probably would work, yeah. But my personal preference would be to do something like that, at least with involving direct throwbacks on an anniversary. If they want to go with a 90s theme and they come up with a new jersey just out of nowhere, that I'd like better. But direct throwbacks, save it for some sort of anniversary, please.
You guys have it all wrong. Total 2002 NHL All-Star Game throwback.
You just love that year, right, Sean? That's your year?
They're my two favorite years. Okay, so to give you my two favorite All-Star years, 2002, 2018. But the Western Conference sets for 2018. Those are my two favorite All-Star jersey sets, and they're perfect.
All right, so that's a good topic. I'll write that down. That'll be for another day. I got us a little off track there, but let's go ahead and choose our winner. San Jose 92 original teal jersey versus the 97 All-Star Game Eastern Conference jersey. Bpoe, who you taking?
As if it was any secret, considering the way that I described both of these jerseys, San Jose 100%.
Sean, your winner?
I'm going to give it to the All-Star Game because why not? Actually, I think they lasted the same amount of time, almost.
And I'm going to throw this to the San Jose Sharks jersey. It's a jersey that I would want to put in my collection, and I can't say the same thing about the All-Star Game jersey. So I'll give the edge to the San Jose Sharks jersey. And pushing it over the edge and giving it the win is the listener vote. We put it up on Twitter as we do at the end of every week, and the listeners chose the San Jose Sharks jersey 80% to 20% over the All-Star Game jersey. So the winner and still reigning champion is the 92 San Jose Sharks teal jersey. It'll go on to next week to face a new challenger. So be sure to keep an eye out on Twitter. You can follow us at Jersey Nerds Pod and on jerseynerdspodcast.com. At the end of the week, as the weekend approaches, you can find a new Throwback Throwdown vote. We'll be asking you guys to vote to help us choose the winner of Throwback Throwdown each week. That is what we have for you this week. Taking a look back, Anaheim bringing back the orange jersey, Colorado bringing back their, bringing back an Avalanche jersey. Those jerseys more just came down to which template they look better on, and Adidas seems to be holding up. You guys chose Adidas for the Eagles jersey, and we all chose Adidas for the Ducks jersey. So some people like to rag on the Adidas jersey, but it seems to be holding up when you look at each jersey individually. Be sure to subscribe to the Jersey Nerds podcast. Leave us a like or a rating. It helps us get noticed. And you can also find us anytime on Twitter at Jersey Nerds Pod. By email, you can email us jerseynerdspodcast@gmail.com or anytime on the website, jerseynerdspodcast.com. Thanks to Bpoe and Sean for joining me this week.
You're welcome, Ryan.
But especially thank you all listeners and Jersey Nerds for listening. Goodbye, everybody.
Probably.